Okay, welcome everybody. This is a good crew coming in on a pretty hot day. It's a nice day out here. So I said I had no stories, but because I always like stories and I like chanting. Now, suddenly a story came to me that I've used actually in my contemplation of effort, right? When I think of right effort, I think of the Buddha's middle way. That's me. Whenever all the research I do on right effort, they're not mentioning the Buddha's middle way at all. But ultimately, he tried the path of like the hedonist, right? That's a path I've very much enjoyed much of my life and found it to be unfulfilling, a path of destruction. Then he turned around and tried the path of, I can't think of the word right now, but those folks who just don't eat, don't do anything, they just aesthetic. Yes, that's it. Thank you. He tried that path and found that to be unfulfilling, not effective. And goes, wow, maybe there's a middle way, down the middle, not too much, not too little. So when I think of right effort, I think of that. And here's my story. I went camping. We were up at a place called Solduck, which has a waterfall and a hot springs in the Olympic rainforest and mountains. I was with a friend and we had a tent and we were setting up our tent and it was raining. So we were putting it up and it wasn't coming out like it's just supposed to pop out, right? And we were getting frustrated, but particularly my friend was getting frustrated. And I made the mistake of just pull really hard. And consequently, the tent between the two of us got broken. So then we had to tie it to tree branches and post it in different spots in the ground, and it was all haphazard and leaky, and we had to live in that for 3 days because we put too much effort into it. And the reason why I bring too much effort, I think a lot of people who are attracted to the Buddhist path, not all, but pretty ambitious people will put too much effort into things. And for me, when I start to put too much effort into things, things get broken. And more than physical things too. In my abstinence for food, I'd maintained a weight loss for 8 years that was just phenomenal. And I had such a program that ate all my time during the day. I had no time for rest and I felt overwhelmed. And I just eventually just stopped doing it. And looking back, I broke it. I did not maintain a middle way. I did not have a balance. Everything was just sheer effort all the time, a kind of a white knuckle abstinence, a white knuckle recovery. And but it was great. And now I look, in returning to those places again, how I want to practice that middle way, a sustainable way, a way of growth, a way that maintains recovery for me, from my addictions. So another thing that comes to mind is the 7 factors of awakening. There's so many numbered things in Buddhism, and sometimes it makes me crazy, if I'm honest. I think they just make a whole book of lists, and I think it would come out that thick, This is useful to me when I think of it, and some of them are just repeats of things that I would do anyway as a person in recovery and as a practitioner of Buddhism. And one of them is mindfulness. If I'm mindful, then I can see the precursors of acting out on an addiction in the distance. I can see them coming. It's like the light at the end of the tunnel, but the joke is it's a train. I can see the train coming and know to not go down that tunnel to avoid it. investigation, I like how this is put all the time here in this meeting, especially by Julia, is curiosity. And investigation is getting to the root of something and finding out what's really up. So, why do I want to drink at certain things? Why do I want to eat too much at certain things? Why do I want to rage and think I'm better than other people in certain situations? And just honestly look at it. And I love curiosity because it feels so middle way to me. It's not taking me off the hook, but it is not hammering me either. It's just saying, let's see what's happening. And I do that. Energy. And again, when I think of the energy I expend, I think of sustainability. How much energy can I sustain on a consistent daily basis without burning out? Burnout is a symptom of too much effort, I think, for me anyways. And I try to have a sustainable effort just so I can stay effective. Relaxation and concentration are two. When I hear relaxation and concentration put together, I think of Thich Nhat Hanh when he said alert ease. He had a suggestion for breathing. When you breathe in, you think alert. And when you breathe out, you think ease. And I did that, and I almost just want it to be one word, alert ease. This thing that where I am aware and I am alert, but I'm at ease and accepting of the moment. And then equanimity. Equanimity to me is just a really advanced form of acceptance. It's like acceptance on a whole different level. Living in this world exactly as it is, and not only accepting that, but accepting it as a spiritual reality and something I practice. I practice being at ease with everything I hate and dislike. And it's hard. So, right effort. When I look at using right effort with my addiction, I really want to use that curiosity and realize all things have causes. So when I look at my alcoholism, when I look at my binge eating disorder, I can see they had causes. And I can accept with a good heart how useful they were to me for many years, and how I may not have survived without using those things for a while. I was a hurting unit for some years, and I felt at least I needed something to pull me through, and now I don't need those things, and letting go of them is still hard. But I don't make them my enemy. Does that make sense? I don't make them my enemy. I think of thought stopping whenever I want to indulge in anger or food, or when I think that alcohol might be a great idea again. I haven't touched alcohol for a long time. And sometimes that comes up, you could probably have something to drink. I just don't let the thought, I just don't entertain it. I just let it go away. It's not a place I want to be at. Cravings come, I take them with acceptance and curiosity, equanimity. And again, I always try to see, what's this all about? Everything has causes. And the cause could just be habit energy. I may just crave in certain situations every time they come up, like Pavlov's dog. That can happen to me. But there also may be other things going up. Like I'm unsatisfied with something or I haven't spoken my heart. There's work I need to do that I've been avoiding. And it's time to do that work so that my cravings can subside. And finding new ways to cope, to celebrate, and to have fun. And my favorite thing is, I like to say, the last time I quit drinking, the first thought I had, and I was still going to do it, but I thought, I'm never going to have fun again. This is the end of fun for me. I'm no longer drinking. I have fun a lot. I have more fun not drinking than I did drinking, but it would have been hard to convince me that first maybe year that it was more fun not to drink than to drink for me. It would have been hard to convince me of that. Now I know, for having lived it, right? And the last thing when I think of right effort, this is more for me and people who may have the same tendency as me. I know not everyone's this way. I tend to try to make things self-help. I don't like to accept help. I'm one of those, just fine, thank you, I got this, right? People say, you got this? I feel insulted right away. And I need to examine that too. I feel like, of course I got this. Who do you think I am? Recovery and Buddhist practice is not self-help. Every recovery practice I've heard that's effective happens within a community. Every Buddhist practice, maybe spiritual practice that I've heard of, happens within a community. So when I think of right effort, one thing I can remember is I'm not doing this on my own, right? I have the help of people around. I come in here and I learn things all the time. If I'm not careful, I think it's my idea, but really someone else said it, right? And it got in my head, and it works. And people so often in recovery and in Buddhism have been willing to help me when I've needed that help. So community is part of right effort for me. I do not have to be a martyr. I don't have to be alone. So I just want to chant for a while. And every time I say chant, I say, this is one of my favorite chants. Because they are. I love them. But I want to just do one moment at a time. Go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time. Go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time. Go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time. Go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time. Go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time. Go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time. Go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time. Go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time. Go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time. Go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time. Go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time. Go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time. Go slowly, breathe and smile. One day at a time. Go slowly, breathe and smile. One day at a time. Go slowly, breathe and smile. One day at a time. Go slowly, breathe and smile. One day at a time. Go slowly, breathe and smile. One day at a time. Go slowly, breathe and smile. One day at a time. Go slowly, breathe and smile. One day at a time. Go slowly, breathe and smile. One day at a time. Go slowly, breathe and smile. One day at a time. Go slowly, breathe and smile. One day at a time. Go slowly, breathe and smile. One day at a time. Go slowly, breathe and smile. Let's take a few minutes to enjoy the silence, investigate what we're feeling. Namaste.
Friends, let's end with the dedication of merit by John. Thank you for that
Thanks.
beautiful practice.
Okay. Dedication of merit. May all places be held sacred. May all beings be cherished. May all injustices of oppression, devaluation, and theft be fully righted, remedied, and healed. May all who are captured by hatred be freed to the love that is our birthright. May all who are bound by fear discover the safety of understanding. May all who are weighed down by grief be given over to the joy of being. May all who are lost in delusion find a home on the path of wisdom. May all wounds to forest, rivers, deserts, oceans, all wounds to Mother Earth be lovingly restored to bountiful health. May all beings everywhere delight in whale song, bird song, and blue sky. May all beings abide in peace and well-being, awaken and be free. Namaste.